Okay, guys, what we're going to do today is we're going to sous vide some filet mignons. And these fillets are 8 ounces a piece. They're perfect for your Valentine's dinner. Look at the marbling on there. That is fantastic. These things are practically meat butter. Now, these things are expensive, so it's a little bit of expenditure. But if you're trying to impress somebody, I mean, hey, this is a special dinner. And so you're doing something right. You're not doing a big steak. Might as well go all out. And since these are really good quality meat, we're simply going to season these with Himalayan pink salt. Okay, so we're just going to put these in our vacuum bag and we'll get them ready to go in the sealer. Okay, we're going to seal these things up really good in here. Now we got to make sure that it's dry at the edge or the sealing area. Where that thing's going to seal up, you got to make sure it's dry. If you got any moisture on that lip, you got to take a paper towel, dry it out. Because if you don't, what'll happen is you'll wind up with a big air pocket inside there when it gets hot, and the steak will start to float inside the water oven, and you don't want that. So seal it up, get it nice and tight. Okay, guys, I'm cooking my steaks today at 132 degrees for 1 hour. Yeah, these are a little thick to be going just 1 hour. The outside will be pasteurized, but the inside will not be. But the inside will be up to temperature. The inside of the steak will go to 132 degrees. I don't have to hold it there to make it tender because, I mean, these are filet mignons. They've got lots of fat in them. These are going to be absolutely delicious. And so I'm not going to get carried away with my cooking time. I don't want to cook them to mush. Now, temperature. You've got to find out what the person you're cooking dinner for, whoever that is, whether it's your mom, girlfriend, whatever temperature they like their steak at, and you set this thing at the temperature they want their steaks. And this thing will cook it perfectly to that temperature all the way through. It doesn't matter what cut of meat. You can make it all the way through exactly the temperature that you want. Now, there will be no gray ring from overcooked meat, but the outside of the steak will look kind of ugly, kind of grayish looking, which is why we're going to sear these things on the grill when we take them off. Okay, we're going to roast up some fingerling potatoes. Now the little ones, I'm going to go ahead and throw them on my baking sheet and I'm going to cook them whole. They're small enough that they're fine. Now the bigger ones, I'm going to cut them in half so that they're even, they're roughly about the same size as the other ones. That way I get some even cooking, because I mean I don't want some of them be crispy and some of them not done yet. Hey, I mean that's why we call it even cooking. Now we're going to cook these in an oven that's 425 degrees F for about 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, today we're going with simple flavors. On these things, all we're going to do is we're going to put just a little bit of olive oil. We're going to throw some sea salt on them, and we're going to toss them, throw them in that 425 degree oven. Of course, we're going to do that when we're getting real close to being done with cooking our steak. So we're just going ahead and get these ready for right now, because we're trying to keep this stress free. That way you're nice and relaxed whenever your date shows up. All right, asparagus. We're gonna, you guys have seen the drill. I got a bunch of asparagus here. We're gonna break off the bottoms. We're gonna take and we're gonna break them one more time to get the middle section out. Now we're gonna save that middle section. I'll make some soup tomorrow night or something. Now the tops, that's all we're going after tonight. We're going for fancy presentation. We're gonna take these tops and we'll blanch them in some salted water for a minute, minute and a half max. Keep them nice and crispy, guys. Okay, our steaks we finished cooking the steaks in the water bath oven. I took them out of the bag and I dried them off a little bit. This is what they look like now. They're really unappetizing looking. They're kind of a grayish color. What we're going to do now is we're going to put these right here on a hot fire, and we're going to put some color on these things. This is only going to take a couple of minutes. Now you can see the coals are like right there, and we've got the meat there. Yeah, we're just going to put some color on this, a little crispiness, and it'll be good. Look at that. This meat's already at temperature, so all we're really doing is just putting a crust, and that's happening really fast. I'm not worried about cooking the inside. I mean, it's already cooked all the way through to 132 degrees. So all we're doing is we're putting a crust on it. This spot's hotter, so we're gonna move this one over here. We're just getting rid of that ugly gray. Oh yeah. I think those are ready to come off. Okay guys, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna slice this beef up. I mean, it's been resting for a couple minutes. We took that time to cook our asparagus. I had the water already boiling so that when I pulled the meat off the grill, got everything lined out, threw our asparagus in for a minute, minute and a half. Now look at the color on that. That is absolutely wonderful. Oh, yeah. You talk about meat butter, man. All right, so let's plate this up. First, we're gonna start laying out our beef. And I tell you, it was hard not to just start eating. But you gotta hold up, man. You know what they say, good things come to those who wait. Yeah, and they also say if the food on your plate's absolutely beautiful, somebody's had their hands all over it. I mean, and look at this. I've got my hands all over this. All right, let's start laying down our veggies. Put some potatoes on here. We're just gonna take our time. We're gonna try to make everything look nice. I mean, it's a special dinner, so we gotta make it look good, guys. Come on. All right, we got our potatoes on there. Got a purple one on there. Now we need our green. Green really makes a plate pop. So if you're decorating, we're not gonna put that on the meat. We don't want no veggies touching our meat. All right, man, I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Okay, so how's this taste? Yeah.